Hello guys, welcome to my tutorial. This tutorial is all about the crosshair, how to change your crosshair, how to change your color and stuff. So first of all, we're going to open the console. To open the console, you'll press the key next to 1 on your keyboard above the tab, for if you're new to this game. So this will open your console here. There are many settings you can do for your crosshair, but I will show you the one that is mostly used and that I find the best. So first of all, you press CL underscore crosshair style I mean. You got 0, but this one, yeah, you see it's too wide, it's not that good, so we'll skip this one. You got crosshair style 1, that's a small crosshair, that's also not such a good crosshair, so this one I'm going to skip also. This one, this is good for beginners. It's good to see when you need to shoot at what time, because if your crosshair is too open, your bullets are going everywhere, like you see. If you're standing still, bullets are going straight, so you can practice this way how to shoot your bullets. But the best of all, I find for this moment is the CL crosshair style 4 and 5. You see, nothing is changing if you're using this style. The crosshair is static and not active anymore. But there's a new one I'm using. Many people are also using this one, and that is the CL crosshair style 5. So if you shoot, so it's quite nice for the spray and stuff. So this one is also nice to use. I would prefer this one for the moment. It's very good for spraying. It's also good for long distances. So the CL crosshair style 5 is pretty nice. For the colors, if you want to change the color of your crosshair, you just have to press CL underscore crosshair color 0 to 5. 0 is red, 1 is green, you can find on yourself, 2 is yellow, got blue, light blue and white. Normally this isn't going to be white for you, but I have changed my settings, so this is white for me. If you want also a white crosshair, you just press into console CL underscore crosshair color, and those three have to be 255 all three, then you will have a white crosshair. Other things that are quite useful for the crosshair is the CL underscore crosshair gap. This is to change the gap between those 4 lines of your crosshair. If you're going to put it like 10, you will see the crosshair is very open, not quite useful. I would prefer it between 0, so it's good for and 2. It depends on your resolution, but I prefer something around 0 and 2, mostly 1. So this one is mine. Then it's also important to change your crosshair size. That changes those 4 lines of your crosshair. So if you got a 1, you see it's very small. I prefer something between 3 and 4, or you can also take 3.5. That's very good for me. Some other important crosshair settings are the crosshair alpha. It's best to let that one on 255. You will see I'm going to change that to 1 to 50 or something. You see the crosshair is not as visible as it should be, so it's best to let that one on 255 so everything is clear for your crosshair. Those are the important ones. Also, the Crosshair config, you also have a CL underscore Crosshair underscore draw outline 0 and 1. As you can see, there is no shadow around the crosshair. It's not that good. So if you want to change that, you go to CL Crosshair Draw Outline and you change it to 1. So this one looks much better. So that's about it for the crosshair. That's the best thing you can do. If you want a dot as a crosshair, it's also possible. To do that, you go to CL Crosshair Size -1. Then you also press CL Crosshair dot 2. 1 I mean. Oh, it's the same. And you can also change the thickness of your crosshair. So it's quite important. As you can do, you can change your crosshair thickness to like 2 or something. Then you can see you have dots. It's quite useful, but it's not so good for spraying. Essentially, as you are not, if you're a beginner, it's not that good. If you're a medium player to advanced player, it can be much better to play with, but I would not prefer to use this one. So I'm going to put my settings back. So this is crosshair thickness, as you can see. I change that to 0.75. I also got a website where you can change your crosshair by a generator. It's quite useful. We'll show you now. What you do is you go to Google. You press. I will also put this in the description. You press in CS:GO generator, and the first link here. You press this one. And then you see you can change everything more easier for your crosshair. So you can change the thickness, as you can see here on the left, the size, the gap. You can change the colors. You can also pick players who are using the best players in the world, maybe not the best, but very good professional players are using those crosshairs we're changing here on the left. You can also change the surfaces if you want. Now if you find a crosshair that you like, all you have to do is copy this config. So you copy it. Then you go to your C drive, or where your Steam is. You go to the program files. Then you go to the Steam apps. You go Steam. Then you go to Steam apps. You go to the common section. Then Counter-Strike Global Offensive, CS:GO, CFG, and then you open your config. Now if you have opened your config, you will scroll down to CL underscore crosshair. You remove all the crosshair text that is in here. So you remove it, then you paste the other, no, I got something else. Let's see, I will copy it, go back, and then you paste it again in your config, and then you save, and you have the same crosshair as is on the crosshair generator. This was it today for the crosshair settings. Next time I will show you more about how to smoke in different maps. So this is it for today.